Enthusiasts, I am Joy, the CBG lady, and today I'm going to be showing you how to put frets inside of a fret board. I have not cut them or ground them down yet, obviously, but this is ridiculously simple. Join me and I'll show you how you can do it too. Alrighty. Guys, gals, thems, whoever you are, you're only going to need a few simple tools to do this job. First, a hammer, but not just any hammer. A hammer with one of those soft rubber sides on it. See that there? Now I don't know exactly what these kind of hammers are called, but pretty identifiable by the soft ends. And the reason you want to use one of these is because these frets are, now I don't know what kind of metal this is made out of. If you could let me know, put it into the comments. But what I do know is if you take one of these and start smashing on here, you're going to end up with bent and dented frets. We do not want that. Okay, second tool, a fret cutter. Now you see how that's flush cut right up against the front? What this is going to allow us to do is to be able to cut flat right up against that fretboard, just like that. This is called a flush cut cutter. Last tool, a metal file. Now, you can get a special tool that you could basically run up and down the front of the fret, just like this, and it'll give you a nice, even, uniform cut so that you wouldn't be cutting into the fretboard itself. But I think I can handle it with the metal rasp here, so we'll see if we can do that. And finally, I've also got some super glue that I bought from StewMac. Man, I just cannot stop glaring you guys out, can I? I got this super glue from StewMac, but I don't think I'm gonna need it because after I put these frets in, I actually tried to dig them out by hand, and they are stuck in there really hard. And if you actually look on the underside of the fret, the part that actually goes into the wood, they have little teeth on there that'll dig in and bite to hold the thing in place. So unless you're gonna pull a Kurt Cobain and be smashing this thing up against the cabinet when you're done with it, I think that this is gonna be pretty good. I am not very heavy-handed, and I don't treat my guitars like pieces of meat. So if I do end up having problems with that later, I will definitely let you know. All right, everyone, let's do this. Got my fret here. All I'm gonna do is take it and just kind of sit it right inside of our cut there. Well, I should just put that down like that. Remember the soft hammer, and just tap, 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 tap. I've heard people say that you should tap from the middle and work your way to the outside. So hey, we'll do that one time too. I'm not really finding out what the difference is because either way you tap it, it seems to be nice and secure, at least from what I can tell. If you've done this 100,000 times and you see something I'm doing wrong, hey, let me know. For the cutting portion, this is essential. You absolutely want to be wearing safety goggles, not just your regular glasses. Those are not safety goggles. If you're going to wear your regular glasses, make sure you get those plastic, like sort of slides that you can slide up the arm of the glasses to protect the side of your face. I've worked in a lot of shops in my life, and I'm telling you, somebody could be cutting metal or doing whatever on the side of the room. They'll make something fly and it'll come hit you in the eye. So anytime you are working with stuff like that or in a place that says safety goggles necessary, please wear them. It's your eye. Now this is another first for me. You and I are doing a lot of firsts together. That's why I'm documenting this stuff. First time I've ever, well, it's not the first time I've ever used one of these, but it's the first time I've ever cut a fret in my entire life. So here we go. I'm going to make sure that edge gets right up next to the wood. See that there? No space between the wood and the cutter. And we're going to clip. Oh, wow. That was nice and clean. Look at that. That was a nice clean cut. Obviously there's a jagged edge there, but nothing went flying across the room, which I kind of guessed, because when you cut in this thing, your piece that's cut is going to end up inside of that little space there. So, I don't know. It's kind of like a little, I don't know, safety. It's almost got safety like kind of built into it. Another clean cut. And remember guys, the closer you can cut to the wood, the less filing you're going to have to do. You don't want to be spending your days filing down pieces of metal. Any sort of repetitive, movements you're doing, with one muscle all the time, that's how people get, what's the name of that condition that people get for always using their computers all the time? Carpal tunnel. We don't want to be getting carpal tunnel by making these things. Oh man, look at that. Pretty nice. And for the filing. So we've got our fretboard nice and secure here. It's clamped to the bench. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the finer side of the saw. Now this one only has the hatches going one direction. Some of them will have a crisscross pattern on it, which only means that it's just going to be a little bit more aggressive with the grinding or sanding. So this one is actually probably pretty ideal for this job. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down on an angle to make that edge rounded, hopefully. Remember, the finer side. And I can actually see that I'm still taking off a bit of the wood on either side of the fret, but it doesn't seem to be a big deal. I'm not going to put or do too much back and forth motion, because what I don't want to do is risk pulling the fret out of the wood. You could probably even get a needle file on this. Success! Check that out, people. Booyah! That is clean, that is concise, that is perfectly measured. Thank you, StewMac, for your fret template. It helped me such a huge deal. I got a hack for people. If you don't want to pay 50 bucks for the metal template, I've got a hack for you. Trust me on this one. I will make a video about that. So, everything that I've learned about building CBGs, cigar box guitars, I've learned from other channels. Glenn Watt, Burrell Guitars, Southern Fire Guitars, Mike Snowden. Check all these guys out. They're super talented. They're super exciting to watch. And they will teach you everything that you need to get started building on these. Now, I'm brand new. This channel is for brand new people trying to get into this. Hey, it's a stick in a box. Let's not complicate it. Life is complicated enough. If you have not smashed that like and subscribe button, go ahead and do it. I got more stuff coming. I'm super excited about this. You know, subscribing and likes doesn't get me out of bed in the morning. What gets me out of bed in the morning is the love for building and music and art. I'm Joy, the CBG lady. I will catch you next time. Peace.